Hi, everyone. Wow, I really hope this one goes through. This is attempt number 6 to give you a video simply of what I have eaten since day 70 through 79. I guess this is karma's way of getting back at me because I should have been on top of things and keeping you guys apprised of what I've been eating and doing better, and maybe I wouldn't be in the predicament I'm in right now. So, without further ado, let's hope the seventh time is the charm. I always love the number 7. It reminds me of God. So, I'm hoping that this number 7 will be on my side. So, here is what I ate from day 70 onward. On day 70, at 1:45 p.m., I had coffee with creamer. At 5 p.m., I had coffee with creamer. At 5:15, I had coffee with creamer. At 5:15 p.m., my blood sugar I tested and it was 148. At 6:15 p.m., I had a package of Ho-Hos with a frowny face. At 8 p.m., I had spaghetti, meat sauce, Romano cheese, garlic bread, and a bigger helping of garlic bread. And then at 12 a.m., I had 5 chicken nuggets that were microwaved. I swear I should know this by heart right now because I've done it so many times, but I'm not going to ramble. I'm going to get right to it. On day 71 at 10:15 p.m., 10:50 p.m., 10:50 a.m., I had coffee with creamer. At 2 p.m., I had coffee with creamer and sugar, about a teaspoon. At 4:10 p.m., I had coffee with creamer. At 4:19 p.m., my blood sugar was 130. At 5:15 p.m., I had ramen noodles with chicken flavor. I call it oodles of noodles. It's basically jail soup. At 8 p.m., I had a yogurt. At 9:30 p.m., I had a mac and cheeseburger, a big bowl of it. It was basically homemade cheese, hamburger helper, cheeseburger macaroni helper, but I made it by scratch. It wasn't really good, but I was hungry and I ate it, and I'm always drawn to carbs when I'm depressed, and so they fill the bill. But it's unfortunately with me being a diabetic, it's no good for me. And at 11:15 p.m., I had a coffee with creamer. Let's see. On day 72, at 10:15 a.m., I had coffee with creamer. At 12:30 p.m., I had coffee with creamer. At 4:30 p.m., I had coffee with creamer and a chocolate fry cake donut, which is basically just a plain donut that's chocolate. At 8:30 p.m., I had 6 chicken wings that were already cooked. They were breaded and baked with blue cheese, hot sauce, and then a steakum sandwich. It was like a little steakum sandwich. It came prepared. It was basically the steakum meat, some bacon, some cheese on a small roll. It wasn't very good. Sometime during the evening, I had about a handful of chocolate covered raisins, and then I had a pint of strawberries and lots of water and a small glass of orange juice. On day 73 at 1 p.m., I had orange juice. At 1:30 p.m., I had a breakfast sandwich with egg, cheese, and sausage. At 2:30 p.m., I had a coffee with creamer. At 6:19 p.m., I had coffee with creamer. At 7:40 p.m., I had yogurt with banana. At 8:40, I had 4 wings that were baked with blue cheese and baked potato wedges. And then at 11 p.m., we had shrimp poppers that are breaded, some baked wedges, cocktail sauce, and blue cheese. Again, there's that pattern. I'm a late eater because I'm a late starter to eat. I'm going to really try that intermittent fasting. I think that would really do me some good. On day 74, at 2 p.m., I had coffee with creamer. At 2:20 p.m., I had 3 chocolate buns with icing. They're like those little mini cinnamon buns, but they were with chocolate with icing with a frowny face. At 5 p.m., I had coffee with creamer. At 6:30 p.m., I had a breakfast sandwich. At 11 p.m., I had chicken wings, about 7 or 8 of them, baked with blue cheese. And then at 12 a.m., I had a banana and a yogurt. On day 75, which was Good Friday, at 1:10 p.m., I had orange juice and a banana. At 2:45, I had a breakfast sandwich with orange juice. At 7:30 p.m., I had a big bowl of mint chip ice cream. Frowny face. At 10:15 p.m., I had tortilla chips, taco meat, taco cheese, low-fat sour cream, and a small handful of jelly beans. On day 76, I had coffee and creamer and 2 breakfast rolls with icing, and that was at 1:40 p.m. At 5 p.m., I had coffee with creamer. At 7:30 p.m., I had coffee with creamer. Now I want coffee with creamer because I'm talking about it. At 9:30 p.m., I had rice, General Tso's chicken. It was like a frozen kit, and I added a lot of peas to it. And then I had a piece of cake later in the evening. It was chocolate. On day 77, which was Easter Sunday, he has risen. At 9 a.m., I had a yogurt and an orange juice. At 2 p.m., I had a breakfast sandwich with coffee and creamer. At 6:30 p.m., I had coffee with creamer. At 7 p.m., we had our dinner, which was a ham steak, some jambalaya rice, sweet potatoes, a scoopful of macaroni and cheese, and some peas, which, looking back after I'm reading this, was just carbs galore. At 7:45 p.m., I had coffee and creamer and some cake. That was our Easter dessert. It was decorated with jelly beans. Later on in the evening, I had a bowl of ice cream and some more cake. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. And a bowl of pineapple chunks later in the evening. On day 78, at 2:30 p.m., I had a cup of coffee with creamer and a breakfast sandwich. At 4 p.m., I had coffee with creamer. At 5:40 p.m., I had coffee with creamer. At 7:15 p.m., I had baked potato wedges and 5 tablespoons of blue cheese. Now, part of that was my fault and part of it wasn't my fault, but in the end, it was all my fault. I turned the blue cheese over and too much came out, and I could have put it back in. It didn't touch the food or anything, but I made a decision to eat it, so that is on me. And just to let you know, the serving size for blue cheese is 2 tablespoons. At 9 p.m., I had coffee with creamer. And at 11 p.m., I had tortilla chips, taco meat, cheese, and sour cream. And finally, on day 79, which was yesterday, at 1:35 p.m., I had 5 French toast sticks with sugar-free syrup, coffee and creamer. At 7:45 p.m., I had some pretzel rods and chip dip, a cheeseburger, which was just like a frozen cheeseburger, just plain with meat and cheese. I put some A1 steak sauce on it. At 8:30 p.m., I had a bowl of mint ice cream. I am happy to report the ice cream is out of the house and it's not coming back in. And I had later on in the evening, I had some more pretzels, probably about a handful. And then at 11:30 p.m., I had a quarter of a tortilla that was turned into a homemade pizza that Mike made me. It had hot peppers, and pepperoni. And now you have been caught up from day 70 through day 79 of what I've eaten on my weight loss challenge. Today is day 80. So the plus and the bright spot is for 80 days, I have consistently written down every bite of food that I've put in my mouth, good, bad, or ugly. So I am proud of myself for sticking to that commitment. Of course, I could be doing better. I could be doing worse, but I could be doing a lot better. I am an emotional eater. I have a love-hate relationship with food. I always have and I always will. I've considered going to maybe talk to someone about gastric bypass surgery. And then I go against that. I've talked to my counselor about intuitive eating. And I know all the tools. I just need to get motivated and get it together. And I think with the current state of the world right now, not only is it in my way, I'm letting it get in my way. Um, an update, I went to my pain management doctor. They upped my pain medication. So I'm at the maximum of what I'll ever be able to get. And she's saying that my hip is deteriorated, where the only thing that will help me is surgery. But because of my age, it doesn't look like it's anything that's likely. And I wouldn't be having surgery anyway. So I'm just going to have to deal with the pain. I do have some slight edema that is in my feet and my ankles right now. And it's from sitting down a lot. Having work to have done, I had purpose. And when I left, I had a feeling that my activity level would go down. Now, don't get me wrong. I push myself to go for a walk every single day, but it's not the same thing. I think a lot of us can relate to that with the quarantines and the lockdown. I live in New York State, and today our Governor Cuomo said that our state's going to stay in a lockdown mode till May 15th, where only essential workers will be working. And then they're going to slowly try to get going on opening our state up. New York was hit very, very hard with the coronavirus. I personally know 2 people that have coronavirus. One, I don't know his status, whether he's in the hospital or not. The other one was in the hospital briefly, but she's home recovering. And I could just give her all the hugs and wishes to anyone that's been affected by it. We're all united. We're all one. So when one hurts, we all hurt. So if you can take your time when you say your evening prayers and pray for one another, I believe that prayer changes things. I don't want to get on a soapbox or anything, but my faith is strong, and I thank God for that. So for any of you that took the time to watch this video to the end, I'm truly, truly grateful. And I just now realized I was looking at the time instead of the camera at you guys. So I do apologize for that. I hope this video finds you well. I hope you're all well and staying safe. Listen to your leaders if they're giving you suggestions on how to stay safe and minimize the risk of not only catching the coronavirus, but passing it on to someone else. You don't want that on your conscience. I know none of you do. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch. I love and miss you all. And until I talk to you again, God bless. See you soon. Let's hope this video took. Bye.